Look at this, YouTube. What did I do to the car, YouTube? I'm gonna tell y'all what I did to the car. I wet sanded it, cause this is the flow coat video. We gonna flow coat the Camry today. I know those of you that may not be familiar with flow coating probably looking at this like, Grant, what did you do? Look at it. Woo, now mind you, this is not soap. I do not wet sand with soap. I wet sand with plain, clean water. Now, why does the car look like this, YouTube? Because like I said, we are flow coating today. But I'm going to get into why. I'm going to get into all of that. When I come back, I just want to give you guys a quick walk around. I'm on my second pass right now. Look at this. Whew. So I got to still pick up here, go across the trunk, and finish going around till I meet it. I'm just going to hit any other spots that were missed, but you guys see what it is. Now the mirror, the door handles and the mirrors are plastic, so I'm going to hit those with a Scotch-Brite pad. Gray Scotch-Brite will do it, but let me explain everything when we come back. Alright, so listen, I got a few. Let me just tell y'all so y'all can see the difference. Now, the whole car, from bumper to bumper, has been wet sanded by hand. Now, the only thing that I used the electric sander on was the roof. What's this? So the only thing, I did the roof with the electric sander, but I am going to go back over it. I'm going to wet sand over it. It did a good job. It's just missed a couple of spots. So I am going to go back over it. But it did pretty good on the roof. And but the rest of the car was all done by hand. Now the reason why I chose to do it by hand was because when I painted this car, I only put 2 coats of clear on it. That's it, YouTube. 2 coats of clear. Now, I don't recommend that for everybody, right? I don't know who clear some of y'all are using, but everybody's clear cannot be flow coated and wet sanded with only 2 coats. You know, but y'all know I used the Grand 7.0 Mi on this car. Now, I'm going to get into why I had to flow coat it when I come back. But, as I said, the reason I chose to do it by hand is because it's only 2 coats of clear on this car. But I'm getting ready to finish hitting a few spots that I have to hit. And then once I do that, I'm going to take it outside and wash it. So when I cut you guys back on, the car will be back here. The car will be clean. And we can pick up from there. Alright, YouTube, give me a few minutes and I'll cut you back on.
Thank you for your support.
Alright, YouTube, so we are back. Now, as you see, the car's been washed. The car is clean. The wheels are painted. They're on. The car's been taped off. I mean, come on, YouTube. Y'all know what that means. That means we are ready to spray. The only thing I have to do is cover up these wheels, and I'm going to wipe it down one more time with a tack cloth before we go. Now, for those of you that are wondering why I am flow coating, the reason why is because for those of you that were here when I painted the car the first time, basically what happened is this is a small compressor paint job, right? This car was painted with a 26-gallon compressor. The problem is it was 40 degrees, right? And the clear was so thick, I was having trouble getting it through the gun comfortably. That I would, comfortably. I couldn't get it to atomize like I wanted because the clear was thick. And it just, so I switched guns to a 1.5 tip. And the gun that I used with the 1.5 tip was not made for small compressors. It was made to be used with a larger compressor. And basically, it had the compressor running the whole time. the compressor was really struggling to keep up with that gun, and I kept stopping and giving it time to catch up. But anyway, I knew I was going to have orange peel, and I did get orange peel. And so I knew I was going to end up having a flow coat because truthfully, I don't know how to buff. Buffing is not something that I have learned how to do, but it is my personal goal for 2022. You know, a lot of my favorite painters here on YouTube do have some how-to paint videos, and I'm going to watch them. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to binge watch them. I'm going to watch Faraway, Sprayway, Underground Paint King. I'm going to watch all their buff videos. And I'm going to watch them videos back to back, and then I'm going to tackle it. I'm going to learn how to do it. So, because I don't know how to buff, I knew I was going to have to flow coat this car. So I told her, leave the car. Next warm day, I'm going to flow coat the car. And, you know, it's on me. So that's why I'm flow coating the car. So for those who don't know, the reason why people flow coat is either to correct imperfections, it's to add more clear, and also people do it because they might not like the finish, the texture. So you can sand the car flat like this is, and then lay out some new clear. Now, people have asked me many times, can you use reducer in the clear? Yes, you can. You can use up to 10%, is what I would recommend. I would not recommend using more than 10%. I'm actually going to put reducer in the clear for this one, just because you guys asked me, and I don't know if you believe me, so I'm going to do it. And that's where we are. So that's it, YouTube. We about to get to work. I'm ready. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to see some flow coating? I'm only going to do probably about 2 coats, and I'm going to call it done, right? The car already had 2 coats of clear. I scuffed down probably one. Did this with 600. Now you can, if you're not comfortable when you're going to flow coat a car, you can use 800 grit. You won't cut down so fast. You'll be a little more comfortable. This had 2 coats of the Yo My, and I wet sanded the whole car with 600 grit. But, you know, I'm comfortable with this clear. I don't know what clear you guys are using, so, you know, maybe you want to check and see what they recommend. But if you're going to do a flow coat, 600 grit, 800 grit is fine. You know, but depends on what you're using. That's it. Always, YouTube, pray before you spray. Let me say this, please. Before you guys spray anything, and you guys see me do it in my videos, but before you guys spray anything, test it. Just adjust your gun. Spray on a test panel. I beg you guys to spray on a test panel. I know everybody's a professional. I got it. Everybody's an expert. I got it. But especially if it's a product that you guys have not used before, take a second, shoot a piece of paper. Get your settings right. Once you get your settings right, it's going to be perfect. All right. And on that note, let's get to work.